Yes, guys, welcome back to the Progression Talks. You're with Raj and us. And today we've got a special guest. We have got
Mr. Kaleem. Mr. Kaleem. So how are you, Mr. Kaleem?
Very well. Pleasure to be here. Big pleasure. Big pleasure.
It's good to have you on. But yeah, let's get cracking.
Let's do it.
Kaleem, first question is how are you?
Very well. Life's great now.
How is life? Is it life in go on?
Yeah, it is life in. As always, it's life in. Yeah. Everything's just kind of flowing now. It was rocky, but now it's flowing. Flow state now, as they say.
Rocky. We'll get back. We'll go into it.
Yeah.
But I want to take you back. How's life when you were younger? So high school. Any good memories?
To be fair, high school was actually alright. It was it's more the case of like I had a lot of other priorities when I was in high school. So when I was doing boxing, my focus was all over that. Constantly on boxing, I used to train hours every single day, Monday to Sunday. There wasn't really a day off really. So never sort of spent time with people from like high school and stuff like that. And then sort of going to maybe year 8, 9, sort of that sort of time, my love for boxing started to fade away. Didn't really enjoy it just because it was more of like it was a chore every day to do it. And then started speaking to more people from high school, started going out more. I just realised that I enjoyed that better than grafting to boxing. I just didn't think there was a path for boxing. Like I was doing well, I'd win fights, blah, 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 but in my head, I didn't think there was a pathway to do that, really. So then I just kind of left high school, got myself a job, and just kind of just sat off boxing because I couldn't go through that.
So you and your brother are totally opposite.
Totally opposite.
Your brother is obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And you
I was, to be fair, I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I was, but then it just got repetitive. I was in the same thing over and over again. My love for it then went, like I had no love and passion for it. So then I kind of fell off with it. And then also I knew my brother was really better than me. So I thought, you can take that again, that's fine. You could do that. But yeah, I just lost love for it basically.
I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
People trying to figure life out when you were very young. So 1 minute people like boxing, 1 minute people like football, 1 minute people like etc.
Exactly.
It's some part of life. You just want to figure yourself out, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, you got a job, you said.
Yeah. So I worked in some clothing shop, like literally just in the town centre. Worked in a clothing shop, but I was only doing like 2-3 shifts. But I kind of enjoyed that because I was in the public all the time and I'm quite like a confident, jumpy guy. So the fact I'm seeing different people constantly and sort of like, I like sales, I like kind of speaking to their people. I had to talk to other people. So that's why I enjoyed that. And then kind of left that job and went to work in a college. And I was only like probably 16, 17 at the time, working in a college. So again, different students, different walks of life. And that's actually quite fun as well, like working in that sort of realm as well, which is good.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously you said your love for boxing pretty much kind of died out which is fair enough, because at the end of the day, life is about figuring out, regardless how old you are, you always got time to figure it out as well.
Yeah.
But in college, like you said, it's where you meet new people, new environment, new places.
Yeah.
So what happened after college?
So after college, I was in college for 3 years. My first year of college, obviously I was working sort of back of house into the college, like learning how to sort of be a sort of personal trainer and fitness coach kind of thing. And then in my second year, I was actually being the sort of personal trainer doing that course. So I was getting a lot of work experience from different gyms, different leisure centres. So obviously still working in the clothing shop, still working at the college. So I was still doing a lot of things, keeping busy. And then as soon as college finished, I jumped straight in the deep end, went to JD gyms and sort of like become PT there. However, that fell off straight away. Like, did enjoy PTing.
Really?
I really did enjoy PTing. Because I did it for so long, for 3 years, and I was on PTing, I thought it was so easy. I thought, buzzing, I can go into a big corporation, big franchise, and just get clients. And it weren't that easy.
It's not easy.
The time and effort you got to put into it, and then for the rewards you get after it, it doesn't weigh up. It's not right. And then that took me like 6 months. After I did that, I was like, I need to go for a different avenue. I'm not enjoying PT. I don't see myself staying in there. I need to move and do something else. So I became a manager in the same gym, just became a manager, and it was much better.
So do you know when you got a PT, you're saying the input and put in?
Yeah.
Was it like very early starts with clients at 6 to 7? Because I know with the professionals, they want to get their gym early in the morning.
Yeah.
Before the 9-5.
Yeah.
And then after the 5. So you're doing early hours and late hours as well. Is that somebody
it's different with PT, and people enjoy it, people don't enjoy it, and it's literally you can have no clients for 6 to 8 months, and then all of a sudden you get clients in, or you can have clients in the first month, spike up, and then it plummets down. Like it's never, every month is never the same, like ever. I mean, me, luckily, first 1 month had like 2 or 3, and then I spiked up in the second month. So I was like buzzing. I've got pure clients here. I'm earning lots of money. I love this. And then it got so repetitive. I'm seeing the same people, same issues. I've got maybe 25 different people to different clients. It drains your head. And then it's never only just the hour session you have with them or the 2-hour session you have with them. You've got the programs outside of it, which takes about 2-3 hours of your time. Your weekend life, you have a bit of weekend life, but you still got a program for the next week and then all your admin stuff. So you're probably working like 60 to 70 hours a week just on your admin and then your total PT in general. And if you look at it, if you actually go to an actual job and do 70 hours in a job, it's long. So the fact you've got to do it for PT for 20 different people and be a different person for 20 different people, it just drains you. And that's what I did enjoy.
I don't think a lot of people see that side of PT.
No.
Because when you're on the gym floor, you see, this guy's training a client.
Yeah.
Next client. You're thinking, oh, bloody hell, what, £30 a session for it?
Yeah.
Depending where you are in London, charging what?
Yeah, the money's ridiculous. The money's ridiculous.
You're thinking, oh, it's good money, but then you don't see the back end stuff.
Yeah.
The admin stuff and the late nights. And the...
Exactly. Like, for example, average is £30 a session. Now, people think, the next make a killing. He's doing an hour session for 30 quid. It looks like that.
Yeah.
But for that hour session you do, you've got about 1 hour, 2 hours worth of admin to make sure you've got their goals, you keep to their goals. So if that's 3 hours for 30 quid, looking at 10 an hour.
Yeah.
So it's not actually worth the money than what you're doing. So it looks like it is because, oh wow, he's doing 40 sessions a week or whatever on 30 quid now. 30 quid a session, it looks like he's doing good. But when you look at it, he's actually looking triple the amount of times that he's doing and not even actually that much.
Yeah.
Which is what I did enjoy.
Do you think it's something to do, obviously you got clients, but then sustaining the clients, is that the hard part of the PT life as well?
I think just if you're a good personal trainer, keeping the clients wasn't the issue. I think it's getting the clients is the issue. I think your first 5 clients are always the hardest because you've got nothing to you've got no portfolio, you've got no one to help you. You don't have that transformations and all that sort of stuff. It's just a case of you've just got to be good by talking and be like, I can get you results. I don't have the results. I don't have the results to show you, but I can get you results. And then they've got to trust you on that basis. Once you get 1, 2, 3, then you can see the results and stuff for that. But it's just a long process. Such a long process.
Basically, you have to sell yourself before you actually sold anything. So yeah, it's
sales, which is what I enjoyed. That's the only thing I enjoyed was the sales side of it. Just talking to different people, finding out how much they earn, that sort of stuff, and then sort of helping them. And like if I can get in the goals, it's a mentally it's a good feeling seeing people going from this physique to this physique in 3 to 6 months, whatever. It's a nice feeling, but they're only doing the hour session. They're not doing the 2 hours that I've got to then help to do that, plus the hour that I'm doing with you. Yeah. So they don't see that. So they're looking good, but then I'm drained. And I'm not doing that.
So you got to bed.
Straight into bed.
And then got to management on the gym floor.
Yeah. And then, to be fair, when I first started management, I hated it. Because I was only like 17, 18. I was a very young manager. So my mindset, my head was all young. So when I'm talking to different people, I never knew where to switch off to be a manager and be a young kid sort of thing. So it all kind of mixing together. So I got so many complaints, I got so many issues against me because I just didn't know how to talk to people. That was the issue. I didn't know how to talk. And then I got a big reality check once I moved gyms. And then I moved gyms, actually had a manager who sat me down and was like, right, this. I got a bit older, went through life, and I was like, right, now I can be a manager. And then I moved companies, and now I've been a manager for the past 5-6 years now.
Which gyms are?
At Pure Gym.
Okay.
So I just thought I work in Pure Gym Stretford now, but I've been from JD gyms over to Pure Gym, so I've gone from, let's say, the dark side of each side, basically.
Yeah.
Which is it's not a good jump, but yeah, I've gone from the opposite side, basically.
Now, management's not easy. I'm part of a management team as well, so it's not the easiest. However, if you get your stuff in place, organize and everything, it makes your life much more easier.
Yeah.
What have you learned from management early on that you now use to this day?
To be fair, it's kind of, I don't know how to put it, it's more, it makes you better as a person because you're seeing all different walks of life and you can't actually be yourself with one person. You have to change slightly to different people. Was it PT? And if you're changing yourself with different people, that's draining you because you've got to see these people every single day. Whereas as a manager, you only see them once or twice and that's it then. They go into their PT. You don't really see it. It's more the admin side of it. And I like stats and figures. So that's what I kind of go off. If I can look at stats and figures and see money just coming in, it looks good from like a gym perspective, which is what I enjoy. But it's hard being a manager.
Yeah, people think it's easy, but it's not easy.
To be fair, if you ask my PTs, they'll say I make it look easy because I just sit in the office and it looks like I'm doing nothing. But in reality, I'm making sure the right income's coming in, the right outcomes are going out. If one thing comes off, you've got higher ups asking you why. And if you don't have the right answer, it's make or break for your gym. It's make or break for you, to be fair. So that's sort of the issue. But I've got so many different job roles at the gym because I need to keep busy. I can't just sit in one place.
That's nice. So, obviously, you do management. Is there anything on the side that you do, or is it?
Yeah, so I do modelling, and I'm also a semi-pro footballer.
Okay.
So yeah, sort of like two totally different avenues. There.
Semi-pro?
Yeah.
When did you start doing semi-pro football?
About 3 years ago, I think it was now. 3 years ago, yeah. So I turned 19, and my friend was playing football, and he goes, "Oh, why don't you come join?" And I'll be honest, you can back me on this. When I was in high school, couldn't even kick a ball. I had no idea. I was just fast. That was literally it. I was fast, and I could run for a long time. And he said, "Why do you play football?" So I did. And the first 2 trial games that I did, I had 2 left feet. Didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. It wasn't working. And I kept doing it. And then now I'm in quite a high level team, like Manchester Prem, Div 1. Like I'm in quite a good space now. And I'm literally a regular starter just because of the practice that I've put into it, basically.
You put in a lot of work.
Behind the scenes.
And that's what, obviously, you put in and get out.
Exactly.
And how, so in terms of like the team that you're in now, how do you feel about that? Being in that team, in the squad?
To be fair,
The dressing room.
it's like a family. When I first got there, I was very intimidated because you don't really see a lot of Asian footballers, really. I said nowadays you might see a few, but when you go to lower leagues and stuff, you don't. So for me to go in there, to be fair, every team that I've been to 3 teams. Every team that I've been into, I've either been the only one or one of 2. So it is quite intimidating going in there. But obviously, if you have the right team, you have the right manager there, you mix in so well. And literally, the team that I'm in now, like a family. Like we go out after every match. Like we enjoy just having time with each other. And obviously, the relationship outside of the field, it helps when you go into it because you know where people are going to be, you know how they're going to act, you know how they're going to react to certain situations. So it helps a lot. But it's a big family, the team now.
Yeah, that's nice. Because there's a room full of lads, a lot of them.
Pure banter that happens. I'm always the one who's in the middle of it all as well. I'm always like just
instigating.
I'm just poking the bear. That's what I do. I'm always like, he'll say something under his breath, and I'll go, "No, I won't take that. I won't take that." And that's it. Then it's just friendly fire all over.
But it's all love.
Yeah, it's all love, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So part of football, you have to speak a lot.
Yeah.
and obviously you've been in management.
Yeah.
How have you managed to merge it together, both of them?
It's fair, good question that. So I'd probably say they kind of help each other, because in football you've got to be loud, and the position that I'm in, I've got to be loud. So I play right back, so I'm constantly up and down the pitch, shouting across to my defenders, midfielders, everyone. So I've got to be loud. In management, it's kind of good because you've got to be loud. You've got a team full of 10, 15 people. You've got to be sort of, I won't say dominant, but you've got to show that there's the line, don't cross it. If you cross it, something's going to happen. But that's where sort of football kind of helps, because you have that discipline. If you mess up your football discipline, yellow card, one more red card, you're gone. So that's how I look at it in work. If I can keep disciplined and keep my head sane, the whole team below me is going to keep sane and they're passing me fine. That's probably the best way I can sort of describe how we mix together, I'd say.
Yeah, and especially on the pitch, you have leaders on it.
Yeah.
So obviously your captain, vice captain, and then you have your surroundings with a leader. And
I think our whole team are full of leaders.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody on our team really that's quiet. Like, everyone's loud. Everyone shouts at each other. Everyone, if someone's not pulling the way, they're getting shouted at. Regardless, you get shouted at. I'm always going to get shouted at because I go into attack. I'm not scared to go for it. So, and that's when your head goes, and you've got to come back to reality and be like, right, let's not be stupid now. So, yeah, our whole team are full of leaders, I'd probably say.
I think the main question is how many GM you got this season?
They're a touchy subject, that.
Fortune.
I'm far from trying. So I'd probably say, are we counting pre-season?
Nah.
The start of the season.
Start of the season till the end of the season, 2 assists.
That's not bad.
I'm on the right back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, there's no need for me to go up. I'm staying back. I'm defending.
That's what I mean. It's like the modern game. You have to fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the days, no one used to do that.
Gary Neville, man. He just
It's the back. Like,
solid.
bit of land. They just sit back. They do their job.
They do the dirty work.
None of this inverted full back and overlaps and
Pep ruined the game.
literally that's it. That's Pep's ruined it. Now maybe not talk about actual football because that's a touchy subject as well.
It's all right. All right. So you do football,
Yeah.
semi-pro,
Yeah.
management.
Yeah.
I heard you do modelling as well.
I try to. I said I try
Oh,
to.
you
Yeah.
started.
Yes.
How's that?
All right, to be fair. I've started like 2-3 months ago. Had a few like sort of big names sort of jump into it, but nothing too serious yet. I've had like JD, Futsal and Zara, then like some of the names that have come out, but obviously I've had like a few model shoots, that's about it. So you might see on billboards and whatnot, but not yet. Not yet.
Possibly.
All fingers crossed, but that's probably about it.
London
For
ones.
model. Yeah.
We've got a big one in London.
Yeah, massive.
But yeah, that's what it is on modeling.
For modeling, it's because obviously we're not models and we don't want to be models, but for the people who do want to be models, what's the process like?
To be fair, it was I don't sound big-headed, but it was quite easy. Like, all you got to do is just search like models, go on Instagram, search some different models, or now 9 out of 10, all the newer models that come, they're always promoting the model agencies anyway. So you look at certain like new model that come up, you click on their Instagram profiles and just apply for it. Or if you type on the internet and just say UK models, it'll come up. And then once you apply for it, you'll get like a phone call or a screen saying, can you send some headshots? Can you send some like full pictures, some side shots, all that sort of stuff? So you send your own pictures, basically, show your character, and then you then get asked if you're going to come to go and get a portfolio, or if you don't make it to the next stage. And then once you go and do your portfolio, you take loads of different screenshots, headshots, all that sort of stuff. And then you speak to like, what's it called? Like a model advisor kind of thing, or something like a modeling analyst or something. And they'll just basically say, you're not going to make it, but you are going to make it. And it's actually mental how much height, weight, eye colour, like it's mad how in detail they are. So I said from day dot, I wanted to be on the catwalk walking down. Don't know why, just wanted to be that. And he turned around and said, how tall are you? And I was like, 5'11". And he goes, no chance. But yeah, he's literally no chance. They don't let anyone in that's a 6'2" or above.
6'2",
6'2".
6.
Yeah, 6'2" or above. Females is 5'10", I think it is. And that's the level of what it is. So I was like, right.
So they're very picky. It's like
Very picky.
you've got this.
Yeah.
Checklist one.
Yeah, if you don't tick if you miss one checklist, then something you ain't getting it. So that's why I was quite lucky that, yeah, I didn't get that side, but I was able to get like the catalogue and that sort of stuff because that's
I
sort
thought it's
of
kind of changed now, obviously. Like, we're thinking opening.
all inclusive and stuff.
Yeah, so like different types of models, shapes, sizes, you know.
That's what I thought, but I feel like for certain companies, they do want a set thing. Like if you don't fit that picture, you're not going to be in there. Obviously, some companies will obviously have sort of anyone doing it, but some of the ones is like, no, we need these people. This is what we stand by. We're going to have these sort of people on there, and that's what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a dark world.
It is, because obviously it's like football as well. Like,
Yeah.
the trialing process is similar, I believe.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you don't get picked, it's a sad thing, but you just gotta get up.
You gotta keep
gotta
going,
try
yeah.
again, innit?
Yeah.
So keep trying again.
Football's such a hard thing to do. Like, I think I play at a decent level, but there's so many more levels above me, and I'm just like, I'm not going. That's not going to be in my head to get that far because it's not going to happen ever.
So you're happy to be in the semi-pro?
100%.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. I know what I'm getting week in, week out. I know roughly the type of teams that I'm playing against. That there's no need for me to go any further. I'm not good enough to go further anyway. But yeah, there's no need to go higher.
Is there people in semi-pro that are absolutely ridiculous? And
Yes.
you're thinking, how are you not professional?
Yes, yeah. Or not even like how professional, like how are you not in a further league? Like there's like 3 players on our team where I'm like, you shouldn't play for us. There's no way you should be playing for us. And they'll either just stay with us because it's easy, they know what they're getting, or they've tried and they've not been good enough for their standard, which is ridiculous because they're taking over here, but for that standard, it's not good enough. So it's a dog eat dog road in the football world. It's mental.
Have you had any downfalls from it? Not just football, but obviously in general, like other adventures that you tried, like I don't know so much about trading and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I dabbled into like trading and crypto and stuff. Obviously, a bit of like hyped around COVID time, or just getting out of COVID time. And obviously, in my work, you get furlough pay and whatnot. So you had money coming in and nothing was going out really because you couldn't do nothing. So you put it into that, and then you look at it and you go, oh, it's low. You put your money in, and then it goes high, and you go, oh, I can sell it, and then you sell it, and you end up losing more money because it starts plummeting and going up. So yeah, it's tried trading, tried crypto, was not for me.
It's not for you.
It's not for me. I don't have the time and the effort to be looking at it 24/7 to be like, it's going up now, it's going down now, and also I'm too bored to do that. I don't have the time to do that.
But if you had the knowledge, like these high-end crypto, founders and stuff, would you want to go back into it or no?
I think if I had the time and sort of, I think the knowledge, like you said, then I probably would do, but it's just scarred me for life. So I just feel like if I go back into it, it's just not a vibe because you've got to start from literally square. Like even if you get out with like a week, you're still starting from the bottom. There's no way you can just jump back into it from where you left off. It's literally you're starting from the bottom regardless. You put that money in. If you lose it, you've lost it. If you don't, well done.
It's a risk.
It's a massive risk, but then it's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me think I don't want to go back into it because the reward is literally massive, but the risk is also just as big.
So last week we spoke to your brother.
Yeah.
He was adamant, obviously, his career path is set. Professional boxer, like,
Yes.
unbelievable
Yeah.
talent.
He will get there.
He'll get there
100%.
because he's got this crazy mindset.
Yes.
What about you? What's your future plans? What is...
Mine's total opposite to him. Mine's more of if I'm happy, if I'm set in my ways, and that's so be it. Like I've been through ups and downs past 4 or 5 years. Obviously, don't need to talk about that. But I've been through the ups and downs past 5 years. All I'm bothered about now is making sure me and my family are happy. If we're happy, that's what matters. Like no matter how much money you make, anything like that, that doesn't mean anything. Like don't come to your grave with you, nothing like that. As long as you're peaceful, you're happy, that's all that matters.
So it's about living in the moment.
100%.
Not how much you're making.
Yeah.
Every 10, 20, 30 grand a month.
Yeah. It's not even thinking of what would you do in the next year, 2 years, because you could have that plan and then that plan doesn't happen, you're disappointed. Whereas if you just don't expect anything, if it happens for a reason, it just falls into place naturally. I mean, that's what you're supposed. That's what your path is saying. Your path is just saying that.
But would you say it's better to have maybe not like a plan for your whole life set in stone,
Yeah.
but some sort of vision that or a path where you want to go?
I'd probably say, like, if I was to put a goal on it, the person who I want to be is the person that I'm going to be in 5 years, because I'm never going to be that person ever. I'm going to be, now I'm 22. I'm going to think, right, when I'm 27, I want to be this person. But when I get to 27, I want to be the person I'm in 5 years. So you always chase that person you are going to be in 5 years. So you're never really happy. You're never really set. So that's probably what I'm going to say, is that you always want to be the person you're going to be in 5 years.
Yeah, no, I get that. But you'd be a complete different person if like
Exactly.
gonna do that.
So that's why if you just live in the moment, you will get to that place in 5 years, but you're never going to reach that 5 years because you're always 5 years behind.
No, that's a good mindset. It's different.
Yeah,
People are always like, "Oh, business mind, I want to be this."
Yeah.
Or
But you can have that. Yes, I mean, it's a good mindset, but when it comes to realistic mindsets, it's not realistic.
because in situations.
Yeah.
About,
100%. Like if you're financially not stable, your business is not going to work. Or you need to have something there to back it up. And it's not a case of you want to start a business, it'll take 6 months and you've got a business. It takes years to get the business, and then you got it. But even then, when you get your business after your 5 years, you're not 5 years behind of what your business was going to be. So your market's then got to change just another year, 2 years. Before you know it, you're 10 years behind and you haven't got your business started yet. So
it takes time. Everything good on some time. Sometimes you just have to live in the moment.
exactly.
Enjoy it.
And it's always good to just stand still. Stand still, take a look at where you've actually been, because you could be living in the moment so much that everything's going 100 miles an hour, and you've actually took a step back and been like, yeah.
no, of course, 100%. And it's been obviously a good chat with yourself. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Got any last messages for the audience?
I'd probably say like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Great what YouTube both doing, actually, to be fair.